We have, and this right here, this one requires a disclaimer.
Mm-hmm.
The opinions that are about to be expressed in this segment here do not reflect on any past or future guests or any future sponsors we may have. These are purely the opinions of the people on the show, and this is an extraordinarily uncomfortable topic to cover, but we have to cover it.
Oh shit!
It's coming. It's coming. Sorry,
I know, Brian, but
I'm even like, what's going on? I'm like, okay, what's going on? Oh, we talking.
Right. Oh, we got to talk about this guy right here.
Oh,
this here by the name of Trevorus Bauerus. Trevor Bauer, former Red, former Dodger, former Cleveland Indian before they were the Guardians. Very good pitcher. However,
I guess
he
terrible human being.
Yeah, he punches batters out in all 9 innings, and also apparently punches women, which is not a good thing. Although I will say, of the 3 guys who are about to,
hot take there, Phil.
Thank you. Of the 3 guys that we're about to cover,
we can clarify that.
Yeah, but here's the thing though, is that a lot of them literally ask for it, and of the 3 guys that we're about to cover, because there's 2 more after this.
Yeah,
he's the one that has the best case, I think, of getting back into the league, because he was able to produce evidence that went to his claim against the woman who was basically extorting him for money.
Right.
And he also, like I said, he sort of did his time. He pitched in Japan. I don't know how long you can keep somebody out of the league for that, especially being that like a judge completely cleared him.
Right.
I guess the question is this: is he going to get a spot on a contender, or is he going to have to settle for a mid-market deal from a fringe contender just to kind of get himself back in the league? I tend to believe that it's going to be the latter as opposed to the former. What do you think, Brian?
That's also not a good screenshot of him if you're trying to make the case that it's a good guy. Like that looks like someone who gets drunk and gets in fights in the parking lot of Walmart. That is a face right there. That's not I swear I'm innocent face.
Maybe
that we got right there.
It reinforces the Yankees facial hair policy, so maybe you're right, Phil. They should just
Brian is right. That does look like a Walmart parking lot fight. Like whenever a new video game console gets released and there's only at the store, that's the guy who rolls up in his pickup to try to take yours. That is
exactly
that's what that is. So as far as Bauer goes, he's got a decent case. I think somebody will give him a shot. I don't think it'll be a major market team. I don't think it'll be Dodgers, Yankees, Mets. I think it'll be like the Pirates or the Reds or the Cardinals, some other like Midwestern team that's kind of where you can take the PR hit a little bit. Because that'll be that's just my thoughts on that. I could be totally wrong. I have absolutely no insider information to support that claim. Any thoughts on Trevor Bauer before we move on to?
I don't know. I just think he's a scumbag. Even though he was found not guilty, I think he's just a scumbag. So I don't want the Yankees to get him.
I don't know. I like stopped following this case personally too. Like I know, like at first, like I heard about the accusations, and then I heard that like he had like text messages to like prove his like claim, or like but again, like this is like Adam, I can't condemn or condone him. Like I don't really know enough about like the situation, but he does look like he needs clean piss from a friend. That in that screenshot, like he needs to pass that parole board, really. In that screenshot, so I don't know. But whatever. So
moving on to another domestic case here. This one was in public. Actually, I think both the other 2 are in public. But Domingo Herman, one of the perfect game throwers, one of the very few of all time. I think there's only 24 or 25 of them all time. And a lot of people say, "Oh, it's against Oakland." Yeah, but you know what? No one else did it against Oakland, so he gets credit for the perfect game. Right. He, of course, is known as not just a domestic abuser, but an issue in the clubhouse. Obviously, he got in trouble for smacking his lady in public, and he also tried to start a fist fight with manager Aaron Boone, and he allegedly threw a couch at someone in the clubhouse.
He threw a whole couch
or a chair or something. Yeah.
For the Giants.
But that being said, man, he's a good pitcher. You know, I mean, I was at a game last year actually with Brian where he threw into the 9th inning and then the bullpen blew it because the Yankees sucked last year.
Well,
yeah,
he's got alcoholism.
Yeah, he was really good.
He's got
and
alcoholism. I mean, he's already been given a second chance by the Yankees. So
I don't think he's come back to the Yanks. I do think he's gonna.
Yeah.
I think because he's a lower profile guy than Bauer. He's got a really good shot. I think he'll get signed by some team that really needs pitching. That kind of like Bauer, that's willing to take the PR hit. I could see him going into a number of places. I think he fits with the Giants, the Mariners. He does fit with the Angels. He fits with a lot of teams that are kind of out west. Even the Diamondbacks, who could use an extra arm. Yeah,
I was about to say the Diamondbacks are like, we have nothing to lose. We'll take them. Why not?
Well, I mean, they made it to the World Series last year with basically 2 pitchers, so you know they're going to be trying to get a little more pitching. And then that's our boy Domingo, number 0 from the Yankees. And then lastly, World Series hero from 2020, of course, Mr. Julio Urias. A judge in LA recently lowered his charge from a felony to a misdemeanor, which that's good news. Cough clap for that one. He was suspended 20 games last year for domestic battery. So he is also a man who slaps women, which is not something we condone. But you know, he's got a hell of an arm, and that's the thing. I guess my question is, like, if you're a GM of a team, what do you do? Because you obviously would love to have any of these guys, especially being that they're going to come at a lower price than usual because of the baggage they come with. But is it worth the PR hit? Right?
They'll do it if they.
He also looks like an out of work DJ.
Yes.
like that, like he's trying to find work as a DJ, but he just does too much Molly instead, and he's coming down from doing too much ecstasy all the time. Like that. Right. I've said Trevor Bauer. Trevor Bauer actually looks like an upstanding citizen compared to this piece of shit right here. Trevor Bauer. This guy, it looks like he's, I gotta say,
he's the guy. He did a couple bumps, and it's now like 8:30 in the morning, and the party's over. But like he's still up. Like, hey guys,
yeah, and he's starting fights, and it's like, sir, this is a Home Depot. What are you doing here? Starting fights at 8:30 in the morning.
Yeah, he's got DJ glasses on. Yeah,
like the type of dude you find passed out on the beach in Venice Beach. You know that this is
Sunday was 2 days ago.
Those sunglasses and the combination of the like tattoos and like the sweaty hair. Wow.
Yeah, Mike, why'd you go with this picture?
And it was none of the pictures were good. Other than that, it was like just his headshot. I just typed his name in, and this is like the first 3 I found. I was literally doing this right before we started. So,
and by the way, if you pass out on Venice Beach, you had a hell of a weekend, all right? So that behavior I do condone. I don't condone the rest of this guy's behavior. I think this guy of the 3 he probably is going to be taking the lesser deal, or he might have to go to another country to pitch, because I think his case is possibly the worst.
Yeah.
So
I mean, what is his name? Herman's
also bad. Herman's also real bad.
He also got drunk and destroyed the fucking clubhouse too.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, like, yeah. So yeah, but you know what? Like, he could also be a redemption story too. And
any of these guys could be.
Any of these guys. Any of these guys. I mean, there's always. I mean, let's see. Like, I mean, Mike Vick was technically a redemption story.
Watson, if we're gonna go into football,
yeah. But then there's people like Ray Rice, who you never hear from ever again. You're gone, guy. You are.
And everybody says he's an upstanding citizen now.
The Illuminati just took you away. You are nowhere to be found. So
you know what I was thinking too? How funny would it be if some team signed all 3? Completely. They're like, fuck the PR hit. We're gonna try to make the playoffs this year. They just signed all 3.
I mean, the Astros just let the Astros sign them. They're like, yeah, we cheat all the time. We cheat and we beat. That's gonna be our new slogan.
And we beat. That should be a shirt. We cheat and we beat.
And then they're
come on, Herman, get on over here, you degenerate.
And then instead of having like an Astro shooting star secondary logo, it's just a fist and an arm.
It's a flying fist. Like video games. Amazing. Well, we were cleaning that up pretty well.
I'm sort of sorry that we had to do that segment, but also, I mean, we're Nosebleeder Sports, man. We have to do that kind of shit.
It's sports news, and it is interesting to see like where these guys are gonna, like what's gonna happen with these guys, and like who like is the most redeemable. I think out of the three we just talked about, Bauer's probably the one that's like got more of a path back, especially if what you said, he was like cleared by a judge of like no wrongdoing. But like just reading about Herman and like his drama, like I don't know, dude. I don't know. Like that dude is a spicy meatball right there. He comes with a lot of baggage. You know,
he's got a whole bunch of problems.
Yeah, he was at PC Sabathia's charity, and he went off on his girlfriend. Like what?
Like in public?
Like, what?
There's just a lot of problems he's got to cover. I think he would be the redemption story because of the alcoholism.
Yeah, but he would need to like link up with he would need to link up with Daryl Strawberry and like find Jesus and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Like I'm a new man. Please let me pitch again.
Oh, because Daryl,
I pitched for the Lord. Like that's the only way he's coming back.
Yeah, I think it's going to be small to mid-market teams. I mean, it's going to be teams that kind of, you know, traditionally don't have much. Like I could honestly see one of them signing with like the Colorado Rockies or you know, the Detroit Tigers. Like it's gonna be smaller market teams. I think I'll be very surprised. And again, I always say this, I'll eat my words if I'm wrong, but I really don't think these guys are going to New York or LA or Chicago. I think it's going to be teams that are desperate, that want value arms. Anyway, so moving along from the topic of hitting women, do we have an actual brawl or no women?
Well, let's see. What are we doing on time? It's 34 minutes. So why don't we save this one video for next week? The football helmet video. Okay. We'll save a little football video. We'll save for next week. Let's go to this brawl, and then we'll end with a commercial.
By the way, did you see the little scuffle at the Packers Cowboys game?
No, really?
I didn't.
Yeah,
I was with family. I didn't.
Some guy just like a lineman or something got knocked down. It was pretty funny. That was
in a few weeks. Who knows?
Soon. Yeah.